I'm Glenn Benton, and my wife and I own Quick Color Solutions. We're a small boutique commercial printing business. We specialize in fast, typically small printing jobs. But quick is in our name, and quick is what we do. We are really strong when it comes to someone that needs personal attention. And that's one of the things that I like about M&F Bank, is that when we've needed the bank and we've needed people to help us in a banking sense, we've been able to count on the folks at M&F Bank to be there to help us when we need it. And there have been times really when we've needed it fast. I'm quite certain we've been a customer for over 15 years, and we like doing business with local people and knowing the people with whom we do business. I was raised in a family that we were a small business family. My dad had 3 different businesses, and one of the things he impressed upon me is you should always, as he would say, trade with the people who trade with you. And that was what made us start thinking of M&F Bank, because M&F Bank has been a customer of ours for a long time. In terms of what really made us open up our eyes and look at what M&F Bank had to offer was back in late March, I think it was, when the COVID was shutting things down. There came talk of these PPP loans, and we had I had called another bank that was a big North Carolina-based bank to talk to them about it. That's the company that basically we had our business loan with. Okay, but we had talked to that bank, and much to our surprise, they didn't really know much about the program. And they weren't responsive. It took a couple of days for that banker to get back in touch with us. It was kind of scary that an officer of that bank did not know very much about it. So my wife, who handles all of our finances, both at home and here at the business, and I talked about it, and she said, why don't we call M&F Bank? So we picked up the phone and we called a banker here in Greensboro, Damian Gorham, and Damian called us right back. I mean, it was within an hour when we got a call back from him. He was very responsive, and he was very upfront on exactly what the bank knew at that point, and told us that this was a developing program, and that the bank was learning more about it day by day, and he would get back in touch with us, which he did. He got back in touch with us within a few days and kept us informed, got us all the applications, walked us through the process, and it was a lifesaver. It was one of the major things that helped us stay afloat this spring. Damian was a great help with that, a lot of hand-holding and suggesting on what we needed to do and how we needed to do it. We feel that even in just this short while that he has learned a lot about our business. I can pick up the phone and call him, I can text him, I can email him, and unless he's in a meeting, he gets right back with us. We asked him a few questions that he didn't know, but in less than 10 minutes, a third-party person who worked for a third party called us back and answered all of the questions that we had. Okay, so again, the responsiveness is there, and that's one of the things that we like. And we could tell he was sincere in everything we were talking about. He wasn't just giving us the company line. Employees tend to stay at the bank a long time, and that's kind of comforting for us, because there have been times when we've banked with other banks where in a year's time we've had a different banker, 2 different bankers rather. And so knowing the people with whom you're working and knowing that they have a good idea of what we do and what our needs are, it's really comforting. And again, it gets back to dealing with people who are your neighbors. I would definitely recommend M&F Bank to anyone that's looking for a reliable, responsive banking partner. That's how I think of M&F Bank right now, is again, the warm fuzzy part of it is you're dealing with people that you know, who you know, and they know you and you know them. They take the time to learn what our business is about so that they can make informed suggestions and help us in that sense. We can count on the information and the advice that we get from Damien as well as from the bank. And so those three things are really important when we're looking for a banking relationship. And anyone else who is, I would definitely encourage them to talk to M&F Bank.